There is a 3-meter wide lawn along the outside of the rectangular plot whose perimeter is equal to 114 meters. What is the area of the lawn? Lawn area calculate cheyali. Right. Now we have a rectangle here. Outside the rectangle with 3 meters wide, there is a path. Now, if inner rectangle measurements are length and then breadth, outer rectangle length and breadth becomes L plus 6 and then B plus 6, because this is 3 and this is 3. Total to the length we have to add 3 plus 3, 6 we have to add. The same wise we have to add for breadth also. Lawn area is equal to outer rectangle area minus inner rectangle area, that is L plus 6 into B plus 6 minus inner rectangle area length into breadth. LB gets cancelled. Again we have 6L plus 6B plus 36. That I will write it as 6 times of L plus B plus 36. Now you are also given perimeter of the rectangle is equal to 114. Perimeter in the sense 2 times of L plus B. But here we have 6 times of L plus B, meaning this needs to be multiplied by 3. 300, 14 3 times is 42. Total 342 plus 36 we have, that is 378. But you are asked to calculate area only. Yes, lawn area. You are asked to calculate lawn area, that is equal to 378. Fourth option answer. Suppose if you are asked to calculate cost of graveling lawn, then area multiplied by cost you have to calculate. But you are asked to calculate only area of the lawn, which is 378, fourth option. Two pipes A and B can fill a tank independently in 16 and then 24 hours respectively. The tank is already 3/8 full and both the pipes are opened simultaneously. In how much time they can function together fill the tank? Right. If 3/8 is already full, we just need to fill the remaining tank. Remaining tank is 5/8 only. If there are two taps A and B, both together can fill the tank in AB by A plus B, A into B by A plus B, that is 16 into 24 by A plus B, which is equal to 40. This is the total time taken by both A and B to fill the total tank, but already 3/8 is full. We just need to concentrate on remaining tank, which is equal to 5/8. Now 5 8 times here, 8 2 times here, 8 3 times here, 2 into 3, 6 minutes answer, first option. Next, in a show the total amount received after selling 20 tickets was 280 rupees. If children were charged to 10 rupees and adults were charged 20 rupees, how many children attended the show? There are multiple ways here to solve the question. So total we have 20 tickets. If all are children, total amount collected would be 200. If all are adult, total amount collected would be 20 rupees into 20 tickets, that is 400. Now this is amount collected by children, this is amount collected by adult, but total together we have only 280. Ratio is 120 here and here it is 80. Now the ratio between both 0 0 gets cancelled. I don't want to simplify this because total number of tickets we have 20 tickets. So children's tickets by adult ticket will be 12 and then 8. Your question is about children attended, that is equal to 12, fourth option answer. And this is one way. The another way is equation method. If children are X, adults are 20 minus X. From each child we are charging 10 rupees and from each adult we are charging 20 rupees. Amount collected from children, amount collected from adult. Total together is equal to 280. Solve the equation, you'll get X value, but I don't like this method. There is another way, reverse method. This is beautiful. If you're asked to calculate how many children are there, let us start with, there are no children at all. So all are adult. If all are adult, from each adult as we are charging 20 rupees, from all adults together we will be collecting 400 rupees, 20 into 20. But amount collected in question it is given as 280. But we got 400. How much more we got? 120 more. What exactly is the reason for getting 120 extra? Because there are already few children. Now we have converted children to adult. We have started with by taking there are no children and all are adult. Meaning whatever existing children are there, they were treated as adult. If one child is treated as one adult, there will be 10 rupees extra we have to charge. Like that, we have 120 extra. So how many child were converted in the sense 120 by 10, that is equal to 12. Direct answer. 104. Sarika is older than Subhangi by 4 years. If 6 years ago the respective ratio between Sarika's age and Shubhangi's age was 13:11, what is Shubhangi's present age? Okay, Shubhangi's present age, that's what you're asked to calculate. Difference is given, that's fine. 6 years back ratio was there. Now your question is about Shubhangi. Let's concentrate only on Shubhangi. Shubhangi's age in ratio mentioned as 11 parts. This is how many years back? 6 years back. So 6 years back, Shubhangi's age was 11 multiple. Then percentage of Shubhangi is going to be 11 multiple. Percentage is going to be 11 multiple plus 6. 11 multiple plus 6. Now all the options are nearby 20s and then 30s only. 11 2 times is 22 plus 6. This is one possibility. 11 3 times is 33 plus 6. This is another possibility. Answer should be one among these two. This is 28 and this is 39. There is only one option available. 28, direct answer. Done. Next. Otherwise you have to use the table and need to get the answer. I'll tell you that also. 6 years back, their ages were in the ratio 13:11. That is 13 parts and then 11 parts. Difference is equal to 2 parts. Difference is equal to 2 parts. And difference should be any time, any year. It has to be 4 years. If 2 parts is equal to 4 years, 1 part is equal to 2. Shubhangi's age is equal to 11 parts. That is equal to 22. How many years back? 6 years back. Then present age of Shubhangi is 22 plus 6. Hence it is 28. Same answer we got. Total number of students studying in a school is 4,864. If the number of girls in the school is 2176, what is the respective ratio of number of boys to the number of girls in the school? Right. Now, difference between total and then girls will give you number of boys. So number of boys and then number of girls. You already know that girls are 2176. Keep it aside. Now, difference between these two numbers. Instead of this number, let us subtract 2200 and we will add 24 later. When you subtract 2200 here, that gives you 2664. And again, when you add 24, then it becomes 88. Then it becomes 88. So 2688. Now, look at your options. First point, your numerator is 3 multiple. In denominator, you don't have any 3 multiple. Hence, in numerator, your first number in answer should be 3 multiple. First option is possible, second is not possible, third may be answer, fourth cannot be your answer, fifth cannot be your answer. Answer is either first or second. You can eliminate it. There are multiple ways to eliminate. Your numerator is just 3 multiple but not 9 multiple. But here we have 9 multiple. This cannot be the one. Answer is 2117, final answer. This is one way. The other way is 22 is 11 multiple, which is our denominator. In denominator, we don't have 11 multiple. Hence, we will definitely not get 11 multiple. This cannot be the answer. That way also you can eliminate. Hence, first option 21 by 17 is our final answer instead of going for verification. Next. Side of the square whose area is 1225. 1225 is which number square? That is 35 square. Hence, the side of the square is equal to 35 is equal to diameter of the circle. So, if the diameter of the circle is equal to 35, radius is equal to 35 by 2. What is the circumference? Circumference is equal to 2 pi r. Instead of that, you can directly answer the question without using it. But let me calculate. 2 pi r, 2 into 22 by 7 into radius, that is equal to 35 by 2. 2 gets cancelled. 7 5 times here. 22 5 times, that is 110. Second option answer. This is by using simplification. Otherwise, whenever you are asked to calculate circumference in the sense pi is involved. So many times we discussed, whenever pi is involved, Answer should be which multiple? 11 multiple. How many 11 multiples are there? There is only one 11 multiple. Second option 110, final answer. A and B started a business together by investing 7,200 and then 12,600 respectively. After 4 months he joined with amount 19,800. If they earned an annual profit of 13,090, what is A's share? Now when you look at their investments, 2 zeros, 2 zeros, 2 zeros are common. But again, everywhere you have 9 multiple also. 9, 8 times, 9, 14 times, 9, 22 times. Now, A and B started. After 4 months he joined. So A and B are going to be there for 12 months and C is going to be there for only 8 months because he joined after 4 months. Now simplification, 4 2 times, 4 3 times, 4 3 times, 2 7 times, 4 times, 4 threes, 12 parts, 7 threes, 21 parts, and then 22 parts. Now total number of parts we have here 55 parts. If 55 parts is equal to 13,090, then A's share is equal to 12 parts. 12 parts is equal to how much? First of all, 12 is 3 multiple. Answer should be 3 multiple. Now let us verify this particular rule. How many numbers are 3 multiples? Let's verify it. First option is not a multiple of 3. This cannot be the answer. Second option is also not 3 multiple. Third is 3 multiple. That may be your answer. Hold it. Next here we have 3 multiple. This may be your answer. Fourth is also possible. Last option, fifth option is 2942. That is not 3 multiple. Answer is either third option or fourth option. If you observe properly, this is 9 multiple also. But this is only 3 multiple. Just check whether answer is only 3 multiple or 9 multiple also. 55, this is not 3 multiple. 13,090, this is not 3 multiple. So in multiplication process, we don't have any 3 multiple. 12 parts we need to calculate. Only here we have 3 multiple. Answer should be strictly 3 multiple. It cannot be 9 multiple. With that reason, we can eliminate third option and finally we can answer fourth option as final answer. 2856, direct answer. Next, hope you followed it. The population of village B was 28,000 in 2003. It increased by 10% from 2003 to 2004. 28,000 we have increased by 10% and by a certain percentage from 2004 to 2005. And B's population in 2005 was 34,496, percentage increase in 2004 to 2005. That's what your question. Now from 2003 to 4 it increased by 10%. They said 10% in the sense 2,800 we have to add. When I add 2,800, then value becomes 30,800. Now next year it increased by certain percentage, we don't know, but value becomes 34,496. How much increase happened here? Let's calculate that. Treat it as 31,000. This is how much more than 31,000? 3,496. To that again we have to add 200. That is 3,696. This is equal to what percentage of this number? That's what your question. Now it is very clear. 10% is 3,080. You have more than that. 1% ending with 8. 1% is 308. But this number is ending with 6. So to calculate percentage, actually 3,696 by 1%. 1% is equal to 308. 8 into which number ends with 6? 8 into which number ends with 6? 8 into 2 ends with 6. At the same time, 8 into 7 also ends with 6. So your answer should end with either 2 or 7. Look at your options. How many are ending with either 2 or 7? There is only one. 12% final answer. Last digit verification. 1020 amounted to 1468 when invested in a scheme for 2 years which offers compound interest. What is the rate of interest? Right. Now, if 1020 becomes 1468.8, increased by how much? Increased by 448.8. 10 percentage is 102. 40 percentage is equal to 4 into 102, that is equal to 408. Still how much more we have? 40.8 more we have. Meaning 408 is equal to 40 percentage, 40.8 is equal to 4 percentage. So for 2 years, if your interest is 44 percentage at the rate of compound interest, for 1 year that has to be 20 percentage only. You know that we have to go for relative percentage. If it is x percentage per annum, for 2 years that will be x percent plus x square by 100. In that way, for 2 years if it is 44, for 1 year it has to be 20 only. Direct. Next. The sum of 5 consecutive odd numbers is equal to 185. What will be the sum of set B containing 4 consecutive odd numbers if the smallest odd number of set B is 12 more than highest odd number of set A? Set A we have 5 consecutive odd numbers. Sum of numbers is equal to 185. Average in the sense middle number only. 185 by 5, that is equal to 37. In set B we have 4 numbers only. These are all 4 consecutive odd numbers. You are asked to calculate what is sum. Here smallest odd number in set B is 12 more than highest odd number of set A. We need to know highest odd number. See, how do we get sum of 4 numbers in set B? Average multiplied by number of numbers 4. Average in the sense that will be middle number. Average in the sense that should be middle number. How to get middle number here? Middle number is least number plus 3. How do you get least number here? This number is 12 more than largest number in set A. From here to here, because all these are consecutive odd numbers, 2 difference will be there. From here to here again 2. So from middle number to largest number, how much we have to add? 4 we have to add. 37 plus 4. 37 plus 4. That is equal to highest number in largest number or highest number in set A. Least number in set B is how much more? 12 more. Again I am adding 12. This value is least number in set B. Middle number in set B in the sense we have to add 3 to the least number. Again we have to add 3. This is middle number in set B. Multiplied by 4 is our final answer. Now 37 plus 3, 40. 40 plus 16, which is equal to 56 into 4, that is equal to 224. 224, fourth option, final answer. Next. 2 cars A and B started moving from the same points at the same time towards opposite direction. They started from the same place but moving opposite to each other. If they are moving opposite to each other, relative speed becomes S1 plus S2. Speed of the car A is 37.5 and that of speed of the car B is 49.5. After how much time will they be? 696 kilometers apart. If they are moving opposite to each other, relative speed is S1 plus S2, 37.5 plus 49.5. When you add half to this number, it becomes 50 and it becomes 37. Total 87. In 1 hour, there will be 87 kilometers difference, but like that they made 696 kilometers gap. 8 times. 88 times is 640. 7, 8 times is 56. Total it is 696. Exactly 8 times. Fifth option answer.